in there each time. What about
the deal there?
I'm sideways?
I don't even see you. You and Harley Jones, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Oh, hold on. Let me go.
See, I don't know how to position it.
No, I don't see
How
you.
long y'all been doing this?
I've been doing this since, what was it, October?
So it came natural.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't see you yet.
October?
It say
I
online.
heard y'all
I
show
came
when
in
we
October.
Let me refresh. Maybe that's what.
I heard
It
y'all
was
show
October,
when we
that's
left.
right.
The day when I met y'all.
It was October when I
I heard
started.
y'all show.
Okay, I got you.
When we
I'm sideways, behind the
You
scenes,
come up with scripture.
the right way.
Okay.
Okay.
Both was talking. Think about when y'all was growing up, some stuff that happened when y'all was younger.
yeah.
And stuff.
Uh-oh, you guys.
You
Uh-oh.
live?
Yeah,
What's the
but
name of
Babe, can you get my phone real quick?
I said I was gonna. It's Dr. Purpose.
Dr. Purpose. Yeah.
Okay. And
just tell us what the show's gonna be about?
the quick summary, I
I
forgot.
gave her.
Are you
The
gonna
name of
say?
the show is Let's Get to the Root, Destroying the Work of the Enemy. 1:00 p.m. on Mondays.
Okay, and what was I gonna say? You staying for the whole hour, or you just gonna?
Yeah, I can. I'm just
Okay.
we just with it with y'all.
What?
I got my head cut. I need it. Oh, I need my thing.
What? How many things we got?
You there?
We already done started now. What was I finna say? Cause it's cutting my head off, ain't it? When I sit back, it don't. But sitting up like this, it do.
When you sit back, you don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But pull your mic down so you can kind of get comfortable.
I need
You
to
know.
add you on
Then
my
remember, you
Facebook,
got
my
room here.
Facebook.
You can come back here
Okay,
a little
I'm
bit, but you
gonna
want
do
to
a
sit too,
card.
right?
You gonna go
Huh?
live?
I can slide this back a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we
Yeah,
can
let
slide
me.
this back over here a little bit.
Oh.
However y'all want to do that. So.
Yeah, I'm still cut off. I'm gonna have to sit back.
Yeah, I think. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit back.
This is my Facebook name. This is my what I go under.
And it still don't have Destiny in it, but that's all right. We'll get it together next Monday. Okay, brief summary, real quick.
Behind the scenes,
We're gonna talk about the Golden Globes. R.Kelly.
Oh, I just got to find out on that.
Everybody talking about R.Kelly, so we can't.
Yeah, I don't know much, but I've been hearing little tidbits.
Yeah, and then after that is Crazy or Christian. So intro, scripture, holiday summary, what we did over the holiday. Then we're gonna talk about Golden Globes and R. Kelly, because that's gonna take up a whole bunch. Right. Hey now.
You good right there.
Right here?
Yeah, you even sitting up in good.
Right here? No, really? Oh, okay. On my phone, it look like my head is cut off.
I need mine sideways.
You good, though.
That's better.
You're gonna be like, you tan up stuff.
They won't let you rotate once you done started. You gotta go out and then start back over.
Oh, that's okay then. I'll do it like that.
Ain't Facebook something?
That's because we ain't paying for it.
KOERLP 101.5 FM, Cypress, Texas. The audio and all other media materials aired on this broadcast station does not necessarily reflect the opinion of the management of Rhema Word Broadcasting, Rhema Gospel Radio Incorporated, KOERLP FM, its affiliates, and or the staff and volunteers of these entities. Please direct all correspondence to the appropriate company's website and or business address.
I hope that don't happen to me. Don't y'all call me. Call me on the 346.
Sorry doing her.
Don't call me on my personal line. Hey, boo.
Welcome to the Crazy and Christian Lunch Hour. During this hour, we'll discuss everyday topics that drive you crazy in laughter and frustration, all while remaining Christian. Now, here's your show host, Holly Jones.
Facebook people, they can hear the call.
Oh, they can hear the calls now. Okay, good. Y'all make sure y'all call in so you can hear yourself. And Happy Monday, everybody. We are back from the holidays. I have missed all my crazy Christians. And I just want to be your, as always, midday morning Monday motivation. On today's show, I have my amazing co-host, Miss Destiny Odom. She's back from the holidays.
Hello, I'm back.
Also sitting in with us, we have Miss Dr. Purpose. She has a show that's going to be starting next Monday at 1 p.m. And she's going to give y'all a little bit of information about that in just a quick second. Huh?
Bill.
Oh, but for right now, we're going to do what is always most important to our show. Is our Please Pass the Salt ministry, where Miss Destiny Odom is the owner, founder, everything about Please Pass the Salt. It's all her. It's all her. And
it's all God, y'all.
well, yeah, that's look that too. No, but yeah, but she's going to give you the scripture of the morning, and then we're going to dive right on into our show.
So the scripture of today is Mark 5:6. It says, "Blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they will be filled." Plain and simple. You thirst after it, God gonna give it to you.
That's right.
Lord, fill my cup, fill it up.
Because he
And
knows
make
your
me whole.
heart's desire.
Yes.
He knows. He's waiting on you. That's all.
That's all.
Don't start the new year off looking at your cup empty. Going, but guess what? You have not because you ask not. That's in the book too.
Yes. Read it.
Y'all know I'm a heathen, but I know that much. I know that much. Okay. So thank you for that scripture from the Please Pass the Salt ministry. Yes. I'm going to dive right on into Miss Purpose here. Her topic is going to be "Let's Get to the Root." That's the topic.
Let's get to the root.
Okay.
Come on, get to the root.
And she says, destroying the work of the enemy.
Yes.
You guys, she's going to be here. Are you also Facebook Living too as well?
Yeah, I'm Facebook
She's going to be
Live.
Facebook
Hey,
Living.
guys.
So all her viewers, y'all will get more information from her soon. All of my viewers, if y'all feel like sitting in for 2 good hours of the Lord and laughter, tune in to her at 1 p.m. right after my show from 12 to 1. She's going to be from 1 to 2. And I'm pretty sure she's going to receive all the love of my crazy Christians.
Yes,
we want y'all to tune
family.
in to her show and get the word, get the message.
Yes.
So, okay. How was your holiday, Miss Destiny Odom?
My holiday was amazing. Even though we had so much stuff going on, we had death, we had, oh my God.
Right.
But my holiday was amazing. God gave me my Christmas back. He gave me my holidays back. Because, that was around the time that I lost my daughter.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So Christmas was hard. And then on top of that, to bury my brother cousin. So, yeah, I was like, Lord, but God is already doing what he gonna do.
That's right.
So, but my holiday was great. And I could not wait till the clock struck 12. On the 31st, I was like, I made it!
I know.
Oh my God!
I know this is off subject, but the relative that passed of yours, he had a brother. I did not know he could sing like that, baby. And I'm not talking about this one yay type. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about classically trained opera style singing that you don't ever hear anymore. And
not
it
in the African American community.
And it was beautiful.
Yes.
So I'm putting that out there. I want him to come on here.
Charles
and I want him to
y'all
sing.
Look him up.
Charles, that boy can sing.
Sing.
Yeah.
Sing. And he only gave y'all, he has several different, genres that he can sing.
Right.
And I'm like,
how
did he go to pick that song?
It was beautiful.
But it was, oh my God. But yes, he is trained, classically trained. He went to HSPVA. Mm-hmm. He graduated from HSPVA. And from there, the Lord has been blessing him. And I told him he works in Dallas. Mm-hmm. He drives buses. For whatever reason, I'm like, what's going on with the music? He's still well into the music, but you got to work to eat. Yeah,
exactly.
So but he oh my God, that's all I can say. He is a blessing.
Well, my holiday, Lord Jesus, I spent Christmas Eve at the emergency room with my youngest baby, Kinsley, my honored co-host that y'all see here on Mondays. Thank God my husband is home right now. He's babysitting her. Well, not babysitting. He my husband. Yeah, that's a daddy.
He daddy.
Yeah. He just holding it down while mama go to work for one day. But yeah, I spent Christmas Eve with her, and then my godson came down.
Aww.
So I was so excited to see him. Christmas, y'all already know. I told y'all I was gonna be a Grinch this year. I didn't put up no lights. I didn't listen.
At the new house, really?
I didn't even wrap. No, I didn't even wrap the gifts. I was like, here you go. Here they are, right here. Ain't no point of wrapping so you can destroy my new home with all this paper. We gonna set it up nice and pretty out in the corner.
Clean up. I cannot with
no,
you
man,
right now.
No, I didn't do nothing. And guess who didn't have the headache of taking stuff down? Me. Guess what everybody doing right now? Staring at their tree, trying to figure out.
I really am.
Exactly. And
like,
see,
it's time. The wreath has to come down off the door.
See, Jesus is the reason for the season. Not not the trees.
Yes.
But other than that, my holiday was amazing. It was my first Christmas in my new home. I'm a homeowner.
Congratulations.
So do we just call you Dr. Purpose? All right. Dr. Purpose, fill us in on your holiday and tell my people about you.
Well, first of all, hi, everyone. I'm so welcome that they allowed me to come in and sit in today. My show will be starting on next Monday at 1 o'clock. The title of my show is Let's Get to the Root. Destroying the works of the enemy. And literally what that means is that a lot of things that we go through, especially spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, there is a root to everything that we deal with. And a lot of times we try to don't deal with the core of it. We go right to the beginning, or we suppress it, or we just don't deal with it, or we don't even know what we're dealing with. And so my show is literally, we're going to get down to the root of our issues so that we can destroy.
That's an amazing metaphor.
Yes, we can destroy the work of the enemy, because the enemy has also not only as it's been planted, the Bible talks about how Apollo planted and Paul watered, and God gives the increase. And so we have to be careful on what seed has been planted. And some of it has been from generations, and some of this has been passed on, and some of this we have catched on, and literally somebody have touched and agreed on some things that we've already have inside.
I can't
us.
wait till next week.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm just going to let God.
I'm going to be sitting around for the second hour.
Right. I hope so. I hope so.
Because that's an amazing metaphor to say you want to get to the root of the situation, because when you think of it as in a tree, everybody want to trim the bushes. It look nice and cute. Exactly. But what's up under that bush, up under that tree? You know what I'm saying? You wonder why your leaves are falling off and dying.
And
you gotta
it really
get to the root.
Came from me going through molestation and abuse and just different types of trials, and me being a prophetess and trying to figure out, God, why me? Why you allow me to deal with certain things, and why psychology is something that I'm interested in, and why did I go to work for CPS and deal with people that have dealt with the same thing, domestic violence and things like that. So we are attracted to the things that God have placed in us to help someone else. And so those things that I've dealt with, I didn't deal with literally. I literally just try to put it to the side and didn't want people to know. So I decided to write a book, and it's called Stretch Beyond Measures. And the Bible talks about how God gives us a measure of strength of faith. You know, everybody has a measure of faith according to what God has placed inside of us. And so with that being said, me as a prophetess, sometimes you go through a lot of things, and, you know, the Bible says that we're touched with other people's infirmities. And so sometimes you may go through something not just for yourself, but for somebody else, you know. And so we take what God have given us, but we need to understand. And sometimes people say, don't ask God why, don't question God. But God said, if you knock on the door shall be answered. And if you ask, he shall give you, never leave you ignorant of Satan's devices. And so with that being said, you know, I wanted to get to the root of my issues. I wanted to understand, God, why am I hurting so bad? How do I help somebody else surpass this, get past this thing so that they can birth something something else in someone else. And so that was something that I had been holding on for years and trying to understand, why me, God? Why I didn't have the opportunity to save my own body for my own husband?
Yeah.
And, you know, God said that everything that the enemy gives you, that he will use it for your good. And so I wanted to know, God, well, how is this going to work out for my good? How is this going to help me? You know, I've been abused, and, you know, somebody have fondled me or done something to me that I didn't allow, you know, so I have trust issues, and, you know, I don't know how to forgive. And, you know, so God had to literally break me down in order to make me, yes. And so with that being said, it seemed like everywhere I would go, people would say, oh, baby, you have a lot of hurt in you. You know, God wants to use you in so many ways. And so I literally had to have a sit down talk with God and just say, God, show me who you want me to be. What is my purpose? You know, why is these situations happening? And I promise you, when you do that with God and you so sincere, and he will get to the root of the issue. And I had the opportunity to write down and to get in contact with everybody that had hurt me in some form or fashion. And I'm talking about when you have to give that true forgiveness. You know, I ain't talking about that, oh, I just forgive you. I'm talking about that forgiveness where it doesn't hurt me or it doesn't affect me, and I can go on with life and I can talk about it. And so what I did was I started reaching out to everybody. I realized that Facebook is, you know, hey, Facebook, I thank you for Facebook, because that social media gave me the opportunity to reach out to some people that had hurt me, you know, and they were following me on my Facebook, and I would see them and I was seeing that I was still carrying that hurt and that pain. And so I had to learn to forgive them. And so I reached out to every last one of them. It was probably about 7 of them. And each of them, it's a way that God will do a thing. Sometimes we be holding them in bondage, holding them by us not giving them forgiveness and, you know, allowing them to get some healing. And they may be on the other side saying, God, I'm trying to get to the next level. And God said, well, you got to face what you did. You know, you have to reap what you sowed. And so you holding on to it, and God is not letting you forget it, but he's saying forgive them, and also to allow them to get to the other side. And so what I had to do was I had to say, listen, you know, when this situation occurred, you hurt me, you damaged me, you stopped me from accepting a lot of things in life. You know, my marriage is uproar, and I need to heal this situation, you know. And so when I did that, they were able to reach back and say that, you know what, I haven't had a good life. You know, God wouldn't allow this and that to happen. And I remember that happened. And so they didn't act like it didn't happen. They gave me that forgiveness. Whatever I done to you when we were younger or when that time came, I just want to tell you that I'm sorry. And do you believe that when somebody say, I'm sorry, how just hearing that word will lift that burden? Like, you just carrying this feeling, and it weighs you down. And so even one time my aunt had to tell me, she said that, you know, it's not the person that has you in bondage. You have your own self in bondage. You know, you have control of your own thoughts and your own feelings. And so that's what, let's get into the root, is to get through with these things and deal with these issues so that we can go on and do the things that God can be glorified in, you know, and the work that he has for us. And so I just want to thank you girls for having me.
No, you came in and just brightened up my day. We were like, hey girl, where you been?
You know, and I just want to say, go back to something that she said earlier about those seeds being planted. Anybody that I talk to, them seeds, it could be the smallest little thing, especially in the church. Sometimes we don't realize that as you, like, I remember people planting little negative seeds, like, look at her. Y'all had them boys running after her. Those little bitty seeds, those things, a child might go on and not realize until they get in adulthood that seed that you planted that was so little to you has grown up. And now look. That little bitty neck, it's all in your mouth. You plant those seeds in those children. So if you're dealing with children, not just anybody that hears me, see me. If you are dealing with children at church, outside the church, at school, it does not matter. Watch what you say to those children, because those seeds that you plant that come out of your mouth, those seeds grow with them. That's why when you see that when teachers plant positive seeds, they come back and thank those teachers. Because of the things that they poured into them. You got to be careful. Those seeds grow. They really do.
They do.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you know, we can go ahead. You know, we can go ahead.
I'm curious about that.
Well,
oh my God.
Well, Dr. Purpose, one more time, let them know about your show. and the time, and then we're going to take a quick break.
All right. The name of my show is Let's Get to the Root. Destroying the works of the enemy, because you have to understand that God, everything that we go through, God allows us to go through. He gives us the enemy the opportunity, but he said that in those times He've already prayed for us, so we already got the strength to do it. And it's every Monday at 1:00 on Gospel Rhema Word. Am I saying it correctly? Because this is my first time.
Rhema Gospel Radio.
So y'all make sure y'all tune in at 1:00 on every Monday.
Okay. Also, if you guys want to call in, if you have any questions, thoughts, or testimony that you would like to give us today, please call in at 346-314-4119. That's 346-314-4119. And we'll be right back. So just a short one, because we already down to
my note. Signing.
Do y'all want to just go straight into R.Kelly, or do you want to talk about a little bit of the Golden Globe?
What is the Golden Globe?
Well, you know they had the Golden Globes last night.
Oh,
and Regina King, she won an award, and she was one of the best dressed. Idris Elba, daughter, was honored. She was Miss Golden Globe of 2019. Yeah. So I just saw that on there.
Probably that R.Kelly, because
the R.Kelly
is gonna take more.
It's gonna take up more time. So, but
you should have probably said that. He probably been calling.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
oh, when we come back, we're gonna talk about R.Kelly.
The number is 346-314-4119.
And you can hear yourself on the radio.
Talk about this R. Kelly issue. If you have a point that you want to make or something, anything,
yeah, you got a comment, call in 346-314-4119. Not only can they hear you on the radio, but they can hear you via social media as well on the radio. So if you got anything you want to say about Mr. Kelly, it's probably gonna be my last time talking about him, okay? Since he's so popular right now.
I know, right?
But 346-314-4119.
Hey, Christian Monday.
You ready to come back? Yeah. Y'all ready? Oh, I did put the number on. It's at the top, though, I think. Okay, you guys, and we are back, and we are going to discuss the hot topic that every social media, every TV show, every radio station, everybody is talking about. R. Kelly once again. He had a lifetime, well, not he, his survivors had a lifetime 6-part series called Surviving R. Kelly.
Wow.
I watched all 6.
Yes.
Okay. In adverse to my show being called Crazy and Christian, I'm going to try to keep this on the light side. I don't want to go too deep. That's not my expertise. That's Destiny.
Oh, Lord.
Or it could be Dr. Purpose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Expertise.
Okay, so my take on it is he married a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Nobody did nothing about it. He created videos. No one did anything about it.
Yeah.
And he was still making hits. So, you know, when I looked at the series, people were talking about how my daughter did. She was only 14. He took her backstage from the concert. Number one, what you doing 14 years old at an R. Kelly concert? We all know what this man sang about. We all know what he was doing. And R. Kelly, that's my area, that's my age group, right?
Age, yeah.
And I remember I couldn't even go to an immature concert. Okay,
I didn't even go to concerts.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
My first concert was Kirk Franklin.
I was just gonna say that. Listen, my first concert was Kirk Franklin. I was a grown woman. Okay, but the thing is, why take a teenage child? And this is not. Let's just say R. Kelly is not even what they say he is.
Yeah.
Why would you even take a young child to an R. Kelly concert?
Right.
You let her be too grown.
Exactly.
Too grown.
Wait. I'm sorry. Y'all have to forgive me because I have not seen the series. I've been hearing chatter left and right. I don't really know if I want to.
You don't want to see it because it's going to conflict your view of R. Kelly and his quote unquote survivors?
Well, see, this is the thing. When all of that stuff started coming out about R. Kelly, I got a different type of view about him. Anyways, he sings about sex. That's all he.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's always on his mind.
Exactly.
Always on his. I mean, it just is what it is. But when it come down to the girls and their parents and everything, it's just like, come on, baby, really? And I don't want to blame. I understand that they are children. And children, but that's the reason why children have parents.
Yes.
But then here go this part right here that had me hot. He had like 2 women that was in their 30s.
Yeah.
Saying, I can't believe this, and that. You grown. You good and grown.
Yeah.
And you see, now you know better.
Yeah.
You know better.
So at that point, you responsible for everything that you had to deal with.
Exactly. And then they all talking about he starved me, he did this and that. But then at the end of the interview, they all said, I got fed up and left.
Yeah.
Wait, so that means you could have been gone,
Forgive
right?
me for
That's
my
what you
land.
saying? You saying you could have been gone?
I'm glad I haven't seen it. I'm sorry.
Well, I can speak for some of the perspective, just based on a situation that I was in. I was in a previous marriage for 13 years and went through domestic violence. Oh, wow. And just like they say, it's a cycle. It's a repeated cycle, and it's a mental thing. And especially when you come from child abuse, you literally attract the same type of spirits, and so you end up. You always say, I would never get with somebody that's abusive, or if that was me, I get myself out of it. You couldn't. Yeah. Don't never say what you want.
Because I heard that it's hard that once you get in there, it's hard to get out.
It's hard to get out because first of all, as a person that can speak like that, it was my first relationship, and this person literally would tell me things like, if you leave me, I'm gonna kill your parents. If you leave me, I mean, it was consistently, and when you know their actions, what they doing behind closed doors, it's kind of hard for you to sit and say, I'm just going to make my exit and leave, because when they're involving your family and you want to protect your family, and not just that, you want to. Okay, let's get this call.
Yeah, we got a call.
We got a caller. Uh-oh.
Hey, caller.
Hello.
Give us your name. Hey, DeMarcus, how you doing?
Mr. Jackson.
It sounds like you got something on your mind.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's what I was going to say. The whole camp, his whole manager, security guards, everybody.
Yes. Young lady, right.
Wow.
Yeah. And you see, he was in the dark. He didn't even show his face when he got up there. So, yeah, I can't wait till they get caught. And, but I think this is what it was for, what he was thinking he was going to get away with. And when you think that you are God, because literally that's who he thought he was. He was in control of everybody. So, what's done in the darkest shall come to the light. So we're just going to see what's going to happen right now.
But see, wait. Yeah. And see, my thing is, when it comes down to Lifetime movies, they do movies when stuff is over. So what happened? We missed a step, because now we know what it's out in the open. We know things have happened, and now we have this Lifetime movie. So who's gonna be prosecuted? What? What's gonna happen?
Right. And that's why DeMarcus, thank you for calling in.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Feel free to call in the future at any time. Yeah. We're going to get back to the show, but I appreciate you viewing. I appreciate you listening.
Thank you.
And you have a great beginning to your new year.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
All right.
What I was going to say was, there was also another interview that I watched, and I was on YouTube. If you go on YouTube, they just got it streaming everywhere.
Yeah.
And one video came up was from a rapper called Bootsy. Y'all, that's the crazy side. That's of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
world. If you of the world, then you know
What did Boosie say?
independent, all that, you know. So, you know, I think he made a very valid point of that. This is a man, like even with Bill Cosby, this is a man that's not easily to get to.
Yeah.
Okay. So he didn't go out looking for these girls. He didn't like go, because these girls, when you watch the documentary, they hood. Okay. I'm just putting it out there. He did not go out into these places and said, I want this little girl, that little girl, I want this girl. You know, how did they get to him?
Yeah.
They mama took him to the concert. They paraded around, and I'm not trying to knock them, but I'm just saying it's not like R.Kelly just gonna come in here and be like, yeah, this, you know what I'm saying? But like they going to him looking for quote unquote opportunities, but you know the music industry. It ain't no different from the rap game to the R&B game. It's the music industry, period.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been a little different if they wasn't so young.
Right.
The fact that they were so young.
So this is my thing. In order for you to get to R. Kelly, you had to get to somebody else first.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's going to come.
You have a bouncer, you have a security guard, you have
managers, your publicist, you have
in order for
everything.
you to get that back room. So all of these people, they just did this whole little ring thing.
Yeah.
And let these.
And you can't tell me they. Wait a minute. You can't. Just say you can't tell me they wasn't getting in it too.
All of y'all.
But we paid for it.
Yeah,
but we got another caller.
We have another caller. Hey, how you doing?
Hello, caller. Can he hear us?
Hi.
Hey.
Can we get
This
your
sounds
name?
like somebody I know.
What's your name? Who is he?
Oh, Sugar.
Hey, girl. We know you got something. What you got?
we know you got it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, as I said, tune in
Thank
right
you.
after us.
Yes.
To God be the glory.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Well, one daddy was there.
Oh, yes, and he's still looking. Right.
Oh.
Evil. Right.
No, man.
Right. That's right. Amen on that one.
Yeah.
Yes. Her mom didn't even know. She was at work. The attendance.
Why she ain't educated? Because
Yeah.
for one, you helping protest at a child molestation case,
Exactly.
and you are a child.
Truancy.
Exactly. Why
Truancy.
CPS didn't step in at that time. That's how cases get started. Yeah.
Right. But it makes you wonder also, is it the what's it called, the demographic of it all? All this going off in Chicago.
Right.
And we know Chicago is bad.
Right.
That couldn't happen in any parts of East Texas.
No, Texas, period.
Right.
We're not playing that.
Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen in Texas, but what I'm saying I ain't never heard of no genre of George Strait. God, any of them people getting on anybody. I ain't heard no Paul Walls. I ain't heard no. If we want to just go preach all across the board over Houston, Texas.
That's right.
Texas, period.
But
I
you
ain't
gotta
Matthew
look at
McConaughey.
Yeah.
I ain't heard from nobody. It should have been stopped then.
You know. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
True pedophile.
And he got a type.
What somebody was saying something about how he started waiting till they were like 17.
Well, once he got discharged from the case, it got dismissed. Then he started doing mind games and said, okay, well, I'm going to get them when they're a little older. So it'll seem like he knew in some states what the legal ages were. Some states 17, some states were 18.
But this is the thing. That is a true predator. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you, so I'm getting in trouble because I'm messing with the babies. You got children, sir.
But he had told it on
mind.
himself on the BET interview when the man said, "Do you like teenage girls?" And he said, "In teenage, what do you mean?" And in my brain, excuse my French, I had to say nothing but the N word in that moment. Like anything that's got teenage attack. 13, 14, 15, 16. It goes from 13 to 19. What do you mean? The man asked you, do you like teenage girls? And you said in teenage, what do you mean? That right there just showed me you ain't right. Your mind ain't there.
Nor was the brother that agreed.
Like everybody knows what a teenager is. Everybody. What do you mean? How do you go back with a question of in teenage, what do you mean? He mean a teenager.
I'm gonna say this. Y'all pray. For real. Because this man has children. He has children. And you're going to reap what you sow. And it's not always directly. It can be indirectly. So y'all pray for his family. People that had nothing to do with anything that he did. Yeah. He probably not.
He not. Right.
Right. Yeah. Just the whole thing.
Well,
Lord
Kalisha, thank you for calling in. We can't wait till you come back and visit us
every time you call.
And you have a blessed new year. And I'm gonna call you later, girl. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, but my thing.
It's sad.
When he said that to me, so this is why. Okay. This is why I say this is conflicting with me because I still like the music.
And see, honestly,
I still like to step in the name of love.
You still have to
people.
go back to what my show talks about, getting to the root, because it didn't just start with R.Kelly.
Right. It
went deeper with R.Kelly. This was an effect.
Like what happened
this was
to him?
a stimulus from what happened to him. This is what emerged from that. And so he just took what he knew and literally worked with it. I mean, what literally is done is he finally got caught up with. But like I said, we just didn't pay any attention to it. We just continued to support him. And that's how we could have literally stopped him by taking his music off the air, buying his music. Me and my husband will be renewing our vows in July. And me and my daughter was saying, he proposed on Christmas. And that was one of the things that me and my daughter was talking about, okay, that's one of the songs that you play at the wedding, Stop in the Name of Love. And so you have to make a conscious decision, and it kind of puts me back in the mind of when you're thinking, with a right mind, trying to be more Christ-like, and you're saying, do I support this pedophile who is really showing me that that's a negative thing, that's of Satan, that's a sin. And, am I teaching my children that, or do I go ahead and play his music because the music is good? You have to make a conscious decision. And to me, if it was my child, I would stop supporting him, because you're giving him power, literally, by continuing to support his music, because his music literally spoke about what he was doing. He really didn't hide it.
He didn't.
It's in his music, everything. Even the last song he just put out, I did it to them. I did it to them.
Jesus.
So he
That's why I
told
said,
you he did
I'm
it.
gonna need y'all to pray for me today. Because if that's the case, I gotta start watching all these TV shows because we don't know what these actors and actresses are doing behind clothes. You know, it's like I get what you're saying about making that conscious decision, but I still like the Cosby Show too.
Oh yeah.
In a different world, and it's like, you know, they had some stuff out about Martin, and I'll still be hollering peas and get. I just y'all. I guess that's the crazy side to us being Christians living in this crazy world. But I just. I don't know what you mean
because it's good music,
that's
it's
flesh.
good entertainment.
That's you want that flesh to be to rise up. You gotta let that flesh die daily.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gotta,
that was 1 and 2.
Well, every day I'm gonna let one song go every day. Y'all hold me accountable.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna let go of one song
because I honestly believe that people sell their soul to the Illuminati.
Oh yes.
See, I don't know about
all that.
I'm gonna tell y'all something.
I try to stay out of all that.
I had a text mail. I think this was fake. I'm just gonna say what I said. Lord, please protect me. I got a message on Instagram, and it said something about the Brotherhood of Illuminati. Do you want to join, become rich and famous? This. I said, well, no, thank you. But let me tell you about a man named Jesus. There was nothing else that he said, and then when I went back to look at the messages, they were deleted.
Wow.
And I said, is this how they get people?
See, I've never received anything like
and
that.
I was like, this has got to be fake. It has to be fake. I don't know. But, I mean, this little secret society, that's just like a couple of years ago, they were saying Illuminati. Bill Cosby, when he lost his son, they said the Illuminati took his son because he didn't want to do what they told him to do and all this different kind of,
You know what? I heard that about Jennifer Hudson.
All of that,
yes.
Now that I think about it,
and I'm
I remember that.
And then when they were saying that Beyonce was a part of Illuminati, all of these, if you look at the people, when they start having these tragedies, they start saying that the Illuminati is taking their...
You have to give up something in order to get something.
Yeah.
So in order for them to get higher, and literally it's like being a god.
Yeah.
And so you having more power, and so you have to give up a soul, like a sacrifice, like how
they
Abraham did. So
when Abraham was getting ready to sacrifice his son,
Isaac, I think it was Isaac that sacrificed. When you're sacrificing something, you have to give up something in place, and so that's literally the Illuminati. Y'all, this my first day. This my first day back, y'all. Y'all got me giving up R.Kelly. Y'all got me giving up Bill Cosby.
But I said one song at that.
But what do you want more when you're thinking about it? If it was your daughter, honestly, if it happened to you personally, how would you feel? Would that be a choice that you would have to make? If you knew R. Kelly was doing this to your child, what decision would you make? Would you leave his music alone?
Dead. Like, I'm sorry. He dead.
Oh, would I be mad at the world for listening to his music?
Would you be mad at what he took?
Would he really over here rationalizing?
No. Would you be mad if he took your virgin daughter, your child that didn't know anything, and tell her, "Oh, I'm gonna make you famous," and then all of a sudden tell her, "Okay, I won't." He's manipulating her mind and taking her virginity, and say, "Okay, now I can teach you." And you seen the movie, you seen how deep he got.
But my thing is, if that was, I do have a 9-year-old. So let's just say he go, oh, wow, she can sing. Okay, when she go to the studio, mama at the studio. When she in the studio, I leave the studio. But I'm not, but my thing also is, you already know his history. So you mean tell me that's your only avenue of getting in the bit? If your daughter is that talented, R. Kelly is not the only person that can make her famous.
So this is, I have background in music, and I never went to the studio without my husband.
Yeah, that's why.
Number one, it didn't matter what kind of music, baby, because don't think that the gospel people ain't listen. So, but at the time, I wasn't doing no gospel. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I was doing that.
But I thought an adult had to be with a child at all times.
No,
anyway.
ma'am. Music, it's about the money. But see, my thing is, it's so much stuff going on and it's so many people. Why are you here? What are you doing? all of these different, it's so much stuff going there. And then we got the ones that's willing and able. They there too. And because you there, they think you willing and able too. It's just so much stuff going on. I tell my sister, she's in the music industry, do not go to the studio without your husband. Take him. If he can't go, we can't schedule the time. I'm sorry. It's too much stuff going on. But what I was going to say about these, yes, it's R.Kelly, but it's little girls and it's people that are going through this right now, people that are not famous.
Yeah.
And you have to realize that if this man continues to get away, because he's getting away right now, but if he continues to get away with these things, these people, these pedophiles that go after young children, they are going to continue. It's going to rise up. The numbers of pedophiles that go after teenage children. I have preteen and teenage girls. I wish somebody would. Huh? But
it's a Christian show. She didn't. That was
I'm just
a threat.
Let me tell you something. I'm a prayer. I'm a prayer, and I will pray. I will pray. I will pray, because when God gets you and turn you around, because I'll never. I'm just gonna say I pray, and I really do believe that God hears my prayers.
Yeah.
And He protect my children from things like this. Y'all pray for y'all children, because it's not just them going out and being snatched up. They mind need to be changed as well, because these girls had something in their mind,
and it's not just.
And they felt like they needed to do.
I want people to get it out of their head that it's older men. It's not older men.
No.
It's older men. It's older women.
Yes,
their peers. Their peers
Yes.
are doing this to them. Don't just automatically think, oh, they're getting bullied. No. Y'all, listen, don't make me go there. I know y'all from where I'm from, how to go, you know the rest of it. Don't do it. But what I'm just saying, you have to watch everybody.
Everybody. Yeah.
From my perspective as a mother, and that's probably why I'm so passionate about it, because I went through this with my sons, and some people don't hold women accountable.
Yep.
They don't think that a woman could be a pedophile. My son was 15 years old, and this was in a church, and a lady, which I consider a lady because she was 22 years old, was literally manipulating my son. But in his mindset, he didn't feel like she was doing anything wrong.
He was being a man.
Exactly. So I was trying to protect him from her. You know, I didn't want my son's virginity to be taken like that. And I wanted him to, live and be holy and, pleasing to God. But the enemy will get inside our kids' mind. And like you said, we have to be prayerful, but we never know what test God will allow us to go through. And that I tried so hard to pull him away, and seemed like the more I tried to pull him away, he got more involved. And now there's a child that's, out of this. Wow. And so what do? You still call that person a pedophile for what you did? And now I have a grandbaby with this person. I still label you the same way. Right. You're still that same pedophile that I have a grandbaby with now. So this thing is deep. This enemy thing.
And this might be another topic that we hit on next Monday. Or, continue on Dr. Purpose show, because she's going to help you get to the root of it all. Yes. We do have a caller that just came in, so we're going to wait and see if they have anything to speak about. But if not, we are going to go straight into the favorite. Oh, we do. Okay, caller, what's your name?
Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hey. Hey, girl, how you doing?
Slim.
Yeah, because I heard in an interview he said he likes a petite.
Yeah, petite
woman.
Oh, girl. Testify.
Wow.
She's very petite.
Yeah.
Yeah. You knew better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
They're going to have you on the news.
Baby, you get ready to get a call, okay? Yeah. Yeah. They did. Yeah. That's true.
And they parents have a choice. If you like R. Kelly, you can listen to him on the radio, on CD.
Yeah.
You don't need to be at the concert.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Because
Wow.
because of how you look, because you're light skinned and you're petite.
Whoa. That's probably a sign.
Yeah. Girl, she got receipts.
And invoices.
That's me right there. I keep receipts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
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 Right, right. Well, I'm glad that you did not
Go.
go. I'm glad you did not go.
Yeah.
And I am.
I know what that is. That's my favorite. Wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, you know, this topic has been so popular, and
Yes.
I at the beginning of the show, I had stated that, okay, I'm not gonna, feed energy into this, and I was only gonna do it, just on this Monday because it was so popular over the
gonna have to
weekend.
take this
But
next
next Monday,
Yes.
next Monday, I want y'all
To call
in.
early.
Listen, we want to hear the rest of your story,
Yes,
girl.
we
So
do.
you need to call back in next Monday.
12:05
12:05 sharp.
Right.
Cause we gotta get the scripture
off.
in. We gotta get the scripture
Yes.
in. But then we're gonna dive right on back into R.Kelly, and I'm gonna let y'all know what's one song I let go of. And
The last one.
Trapped in the closet, I hope.
and right. Okay. Well, and also, right
Right?
now we're gonna have to get ready to
We
end
don't
the
have
show.
no
Yeah, we don't have
time.
any time left, and I want to thank you for calling in.
Thank
Make sure
you
you
so
call back
much.
next Monday. You have a
you.
blessed day.
Bye-bye.
Also, I want to thank Dr. Purpose for coming in and blessing our show. I want to thank my co-host, Miss Destiny Odom, as always, for showing up and showing out and bringing the Christianity to my craziness. And I want to thank all my viewers, social media on Facebook, YouTube, and everything,
Thank you,
Instagram.
Yes.
And we will see y'all next Monday.
week. Sorry,
12
we don't get
o'clock.
to crazy
We didn't even,
Christian
we
next
didn't do
time.
crazy or Christian or the roll call.
Nothing.
R.Kelly,
Thank y'all.
look at R.Kelly
That's
taking
good.
it again.
Yeah, take
Don't
it
do
out
it.
of
So,
highlight. Bye, y'all.
we'll see y'all next
Bye.
week, okay?
Bye-bye. Baby, that got good.
Wow.
She said she was a Bible R.Kelly too. Yes, you
Whoa,
are.
I never knew. I never
Oh
knew
my
what
gosh.
Right.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was amazing. Jesus.
Listening to
That's how you
That
bring the
was
new year.
amazing.
encourages you to
Your number should have picked up on that topic.
while maintaining a
I told y'all to tune in, didn't
Oh
I? I tagged you. I got on Facebook last night and I told you.
Christian at
You
Gmail.
did not want to miss this show. Wow. It was amazing. Amazing. I wish it was 2 hours. We could have got all the tea. All of it. But we
That
didn't.
was amazing. To
Next
actually
week,
meet
y'all make sure
somebody.
y'all tune in. Y'all call in. It's gonna be amazing. I'm excited for next week. Y'all have a blessed Monday.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. That was
Bye.
Destiny. Hey, ain't I cute? Y'all like this? Oh, she bobbing it out. Okay. And I'm gonna stay natural.